Hi there, my name is Scott Marker, and this is my next edition of NIA Quick Tips. What they are is I'm a franchise owner of Network in Action, a franchise out of Houston, Texas. It's once a month. It used to be face to face. Now they're Zoom until things change. And what I'm trying to do is get some of my members that are experts in their um, fields and kind of bring and give a couple just quick tips to business owners, individuals that they might not know about, in that industry and in these challenging times. So today, I brought in Brandon from Merchant Storage and Moving. And Brandon, why don't you tell us what you do?
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate the chance to come on here and do this with you. So my name is Brandon Tarpley, and I'm with Merchants Moving and Storage, and I am the commercial sales rep for them. So my job is to basically help companies move their offices. And we've been here in the Treasure Valley for about 75 years. It's been family owned by the same family for about 45 years now. We're one of the largest moving and storage companies here in the Valley. So we have a very well-known name. And yeah.
Perfect. So we know these are challenging times right now with all the, I don't call it social distancing because people are doing more Zoom meetings than they've ever done. So I call it physical distancing, people don't get near me, right? So how have you guys adapted to how have you guys adapted to the environment we're in right now?
So because we're part of the logistics, under the logistics companies, we are considered essential. So what we're doing to make sure that we follow all the CDC guidelines and stuff is that every person that comes in to work, we are actually taking their temperature, every single person, movers, the office staff, everybody. And if anybody's over a certain temperature, then we send them home. Also, we are using PPE. So anytime that guys are going out on jobs, we have them set up with disinfecting kits, face masks, gloves, everything that they need to stay safe. And we kind of leave it up to the customers and how they feel as far as, if they want us to wear gloves, if they want us to wear masks, we have all of that equipped in all of the trucks for when we go out on job sites.
Perfect. So, I mean, sometimes they don't even really have to be there, right? You can just, you could just stop by, let's say somebody's commercial building that they want to move and there's really nobody there. You can, I mean, if they could let you in, you can go out there and not really have to meet anybody and give them an estimate.
For the most part, yes. I've also been doing on the residential side and commercial, we've also been doing video interviews as far as doing video surveys. So rather than me having to physically go out to the office, either do a Zoom or a FaceTime, and I can somewhat estimate through just by seeing stuff on video to give somebody a somewhat accurate estimate. Obviously, it's not near as good as actually going out in person and being able to open up every single desk, so on and so forth. But it does give us a good idea of what it's going to take to actually get somebody moved.
Yeah, and I know this because I've heard you talk about it in the groups before, but how do you guys, because there's a lot of moving companies out there, but I've just been impressed with some of the way you guys, specifically you, a lot of times you're creative. How do you save like a big commercial client? How do you save them money compared to just a traditional? You guys do things a little bit different. You do. How do you save?
Yeah. So typically what I would do is, go out, inventory everything, and rather than just handing them a quote and saying, okay, here's your cost, we'll see you on this day. Basically, I work hand in hand with the office manager, and we come up with a full scope plan, and I will hold meetings with the whole staff. Because if people have never seen a full-blown office move before, they might not know how that's going to happen. So by holding meetings with the staff and getting everybody on track of how things are going to move, it makes things more efficient. When I deliver a proposal to somebody, it will actually go over how to label things, how to pack things. It has specific instructions for all of that to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible. Other things that I do is I will work with the city department as far as if it's in Boise, like getting parking meters reserved to make things a lot faster, to be able to park right outside of a building, to make things, to be able to not have to like move things a block down the road. I've also worked with Ada County Highway District to set up cones. Anything that I can do to make things more efficient for people will in the end save them money. If everybody's on track, if we have the right parking, I will also try and get in touch with property managers as well. That way everybody that needs to know what's going on is in the loop. I've been told many times that property managers really like that, because I'm one of the only guys that actually contacts them directly. Because in some buildings downtown, you can't just do it during normal business hours. I mean, depending on who the property manager and who the building owner is, some of them have certain specifications that you have to do. Like, you have to protect the floors, you have to protect the elevator doors, you have to protect the doors going into the suite. So, kind of getting everybody in the loop and knowing what's going on not only saves the customer, but it also helps with the building owners as well, because they know that we're taking the right steps to protect their building so nothing gets hurt in the process.
Right. Protect their investments. I can see how I could save somebody a lot of money than just showing up with some movers and not having a plan. I think that's a big thing. I could save hours and hours. So, hey, Brandon, what are some things that companies, because a moving company, right? But I don't think if people kind of know your capabilities, full capabilities, because you guys do some of the largest state agencies in Idaho. I mean, what do you guys bring to the table besides just be a moving company? What else do you do?
So as far as, we probably have the most equipment out of anybody as far as e-crate, rolling boxes, and we have all the tools and stuff to make things go faster. And on top of that, we have over 200,000 square feet of warehouse space.
Wow.
So we have about 4 warehouses on site. So if, say, somebody is moving out of their space and needs storage for short-term or long-term, we can actually store all of their stuff for them and bring it out to them when the time is up. We've done a lot of work for nonprofit. So there's been times where a company has donated furniture to a nonprofit, and we've actually gone out there and picked it up and brought it into our storage facility until their new building is done. And then when they get into their new building, we'll actually go and take and deliver all of that stuff to them. We try and work with nonprofits and give them deals on stuff like that. We also do a lot of storage for new hotel projects that are coming up. So a lot of projects up in McCall will actually receive in all of the beds and lamps and everything that has to do with a hotel. And then we actually deliver it out in white glove delivery to these different places. We work with interior designers, and a lot of them don't have warehouse spaces. So a lot of times we act as their primary warehouse. So they will create orders that ship directly to us, and then we turn around and deliver them and stage them to their clients. So there's a lot of things. We're not just moving. We do a little bit of everything.
Kind of logistics.
Yeah, we do a lot, and we work with a lot of logistics companies for that purpose. That's
impressive. Hey, if somebody, just goes to show you a heck of a lot more than merchant moving and storage, a heck of a lot more than just a moving company. But if someone wanted to get a hold of you, what would be the best way to get a hold of you, Brandon?
You could call me on my cell. My telephone number is 208-890-6077, or they can email me at brandon@merchantsmoving.com.
Perfect. Hey, what I'll do is I'll put them in the notes too, so people can have your contact info. So
perfect.
Yeah, really appreciate your time today, Brandon, and keep safe.
Thank you, Scott. You have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thanks.